Hey everyone, we're going to be looking at Rockler's Dust Right Starter Kit. So this is for a 4-inch dust collector, and if you've only got one portable dust collector and you don't have lines run all through your shop, this is a great solution if you've got multiple tools that you want to use it with. Because you don't have to take a hose clamp and redo it and undo it every time you want to move the hose. You just unplug and plug into the next one. So if you're using a bandsaw, a table saw, a planer, or a joiner, you can plug this right into all of them. And makes your day a whole lot easier. So I've only got this one free because this is the only one I haven't installed on a tool yet. So it comes with two 2.5-inch to 4-inch conversion kits and two 4-inch to 4-inch adapters, and then it comes with 5 of these adjustable keyed clamps, and then these all come with one on them that uses a screwdriver to permanently mount. So it's a pretty good value, and we'll go ahead and see it on some of my tools. Alright, so first off, this is the dust collector end. It's got a handle you can grab onto and stick it onto whatever tool you've got. These just mate like this, and it's a friction fit. It uses the suction, and it's a close enough tolerance that it just pops in there and it doesn't let go. You can see I'm not holding the dust collector in. The dust collector isn't even on, and it's holding on fine. And then it slides out and you give it a twist. One thing that I kind of wish this had, this is just a big plastic piece, and these have a little slip adapter on them. I kind of wish that was on this side, because your hose gets twisted up sometimes, and it would be nicer to have that on this end than it is to have it on the stationary part. So here you can see one of the 2.5-inch ports on my bandsaw. It's got either a 2.5-inch or 4-inch, and since it's already necked down to 2.5, I put that one on here because I didn't have enough 4-inch ones. But you can see it just pops right on, and you're good to go. You can turn the machine on, turn the dust collector on, and it works great. And then to pull it off, you just pull it back off. You can see I've got a little bit more of an interesting setup with my table saw. The table saw didn't have room vertically to put this on here. And now Dust Right makes a 90-degree elbow, but hey, I already have one of these. So I took a little section of 4-inch tubing and cut it, and then turned the corner, and now I've got this I can plug into right here. Takes a little bit more effort, but it works just fine. I haven't had any issues with leaks or it coming loose. And you can see this is just duct tape on here because the 4-inch hose is actually meant to go on the other side. So this adapter is meant to go on the outside of the 4-inch section that the hose would normally go on. So it's the same outer diameter, so they won't go together. So I just duct taped them together. It's been holding up just fine though. Cool things about these keyed hose clamps is they're also bridged. So you've got your dust collector hose that is spiraled with its support ribs, and these are meant to jump right over them, so you've got a completely flat seal around your hose. That's good if you have a right-handed hose. Who knew that hoses were right and left-handed threaded? But they are. So I got a cheaper hose from Harbor Freight, and it is left-handed threaded. And if you look at it, over here you've got your bridge connector, and then you jump over 2 of these ribs because it's meant for a left-handed, or it's meant for a right-handed hose with these bridge connectors, not a left-handed one. And you can flip it around all you want, turn it upside down, reverse the whole thing. It's still not going to work because it's still meant for a right-handed hose, and I have a left-handed one. So just make sure when you're buying your hose, you get a right-handed hose. It's not the end of the world. You can still make it work, but it's just a lot nicer, and you get a little bit better of a seal, and it lies a little bit flatter. So that's one pet peeve I had, is I did not realize you needed to pay attention to hose handedness. And this Harbor Freight hose is, I think it's $20 for 10 feet. You can't really beat it in price, and quality I haven't had any complaints so far. So I really like this hose. I just wish it worked with these bridged keyed hose clamps. Alright, so there's probably more than you wanted to know about the Dust Right multi-port quick release kit. It is a great kit. The friction fit works well. Occasionally they'll bind up on you, but if you give them a twist, it usually comes open pretty easy. And if you really have to, you can grab a strap wrench and just give it a nice easy twist with that, and it'll pop right off if you've got it jammed up. So price comes in right at 40 bucks, which seems a little bit high, but I haven't actually seen anything like this anywhere else. And I think that's a lot of the reason sometimes you see some higher prices with Rockler is because they're exclusive to woodworkers, and they've spent the R&D to come up with stuff like this, or the product development to come up with stuff like this, and no one else has. So this possibly explains why it's 40 bucks. It's about $10 a connector, and then you get the the main dust collector side thing thrown in. But for the convenience, it's definitely worth it. Not having to go from tool to tool and turn a hose clamp every time is a big deal. It saves a lot of time, especially if you're going, bouncing back and forth from table saw to a planer, etc. Going back and forth, it really it makes it a lot easier to switch tools. So hopefully this review was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below, and once again, don't forget to subscribe.